To start our program proper, let us call on stage our respective panelists who will join tonight's Negosyo Talks, Meet the Presidentiable series. Our first panelist is an officer of the Philippine Bar Association Committee on Business Reforms and Public Affairs. He's also the spokesman of Manila Overseas Press Club and a columnist of The Standard. Let us all welcome Attorney Mike Toledo. Joining us also is the current president of the Manila Overseas Press Club and also the president and CEO of the Stargate Media Corporation and People Asia Magazine. He's a columnist in the newspaper The Philippine Star with 2 columns, Babe's Eye View and Spybit. Let us all welcome Mr. Jose Manuel Babe Romualdez. He is a third-generation businessman and a naturalized Filipino citizen who is into household wares and garments export, as well as food chain franchises. Please welcome Mr. Haresh Hiranan. Our next panelist is the Executive Director of the Philippine Center for Entrepreneurship, Go Negosyo since 2006. He is the co-anchor of Go Negosyo sa radio program in DZRH. He is also part of the CSR Foundation, advocating financial and tax reforms. He has also been in the food and beverage industry for over 2 decades. Please welcome Mr. Ramon Lopez. Joining us is the medical director of Bello Medical Group. She's one of the established dermatologists and cosmetic surgeon in the country. Let us welcome Dr. Vicky Bello. Our next panelist is the chairman and CEO of the Sterling Group of Companies. He is the executive vice president of the Federation of Filipino-Chinese Chambers of Commerce and Industry, Inc., Mr. Henry Lim Bon Leong. And of course, joining us in the first part of this Negosyo Talks, Meet the Presidentiable series, our guest of honor, Vice President Jejomar Binay. To be moderated by none other than TV5's head of the News and Public Affairs Department, a veteran broadcast journalist, Ms. Lucy Cruz Valdez.
Ngayong araw, ilang buwan bago pumili ang sambayanan ng bagong leader na mamumuno sa bansa, inihahandog ng Go Negosyo at News 5 ang isang seryeng kikilatis sa mga lalahok sa pampanguluhang halalan at ang kanilang punto de vista sa usapin ng pagnenegosyo sa bansa. Ito po ang Go Negosyo Talks, Meet the Presidentiable series. At ngayong gabi, unang sasabak sa ating serye, isang veteranong abogado na nanilbihang mayor ng Makati sa loob ng 2 dekada. He also served as the housing czar from 2010 to 2015, and now he is bound to take part in the biggest race of his political career. Representing the United Nationalist Alliance, or UNA, in the 2016 presidential elections, Vice President Jejomar Binay.
Gandang gabi po. Gandang gabi po. Tama-tama yung pagkasabi niyo. Unang sumagot, una kasi yung partido namin.
I would have to ask Mon Lopez what you have to say about the community of MSME.
Si Go Negosyo po, bali, we've been promoting entrepreneurship development. And as mentioned earlier, it is, we believe it's the way to beat poverty, mga kababayan po natin. And a basic question po, since we've been really espousing creating a positive entrepreneurial mindset as well as know-how, yung kakayanan, competency, to empower everyone to have the right skill in doing their business. Gusto lang po naming malaman ang inyo pong orientation because we also realize that and recognize that you have done a lot for especially the urban poor, the OFW, the underprivileged sector. And shall we say, parang welfare-oriented po ang inyong mga naging programa at polisiya. Now, we would like to have some alignment po. Will you promote a much more welfare-oriented economy, or will it be an environment that will really push for entrepreneurial at kasipagan at mga ganun pong mindset at kakayanan po, empowerment?
You made mention of the fact yung welfare. Kaya ba nasasabi kami is a welfare state? Dahil sa, incidentally, when people would be asking, especially would-be investors, why invest in Makati? When I've been telling them, the basic needs of your employees are catered by the city already. So kahit na mababa ang sweldo niyan, natutumbasan yung mga pangunahing pangangailangan. Kung tatandaan ko mo, tila pinasa namin ito at ito ay na pinagmamalaki namin. Yung sari-sari store na talagang halos maliit lang ang kapital, maliit lang kita, exempted na sa taxes sa amin yun. Mga things like that ba? Pero ang importante, masusugan pa ng tulong ng gobyerno yung pagpapromote ng ating mga micro, medium, and small enterprises.
So hindi naman po tungkol sa pagbigay ng welfare at baka po masanay ang mga tao na umasa po sa gobyerno at umasa po sa welfare. Will you push for, dapat magsipag kayo and you paddle your own canoe? Ganun po ba ang polisiya?
Ito ng welfare namin is dahil sa malaki tax ang kuha namin. Malaki revenue namin eh. At saka natitimbangan din. If you're not aware of it, local governments are allowed to engage in business. This is the proprietary authority of local governments. So balancing yun. Kaya lang ba nagiging welfare? I think we'll have to review mga programs na yan. Pero hindi naman yan, it will not lead na yung magiging manay libre na lang ng libre. Kaya ba nga sabi ko, dapat ang maging direction natin is capital investment. Yun ang dapat kaysa sa yung consumption.
Ipopromote po ang pagnenegosyo at kasipagan.
Totoo yun.
Salamat.
Sir, alam niyo, ang madalas daw tanungin ay yung inyo pong libreng ospital, libreng university, yung UMAC, no? Pati uniforme daw libre. Ang tanong po ng marami ay, paano niyo pong gagawing pambansang libre ito? Or
ang talagang pangunahing problema natin ay yung poverty, ay yung kahirapan ng ating mga kababayan. Hindi ko maintindihan kung bakit tayo na-accuse pa ang ating pamahalaan ng underspending. Remember, government is number one sa expenses. Bakit underspending? Ito yun, pwede natin gamitin ngayon doon sa mga basic needs. Kulang na kulang tayo.
Mr.
Yeah,
Limon,
I just remember regarding this government is doing the conditional cash transfer. Under your administration, are you going to continue that program?
Well, alam mo pare, itong kinakalat ng mga kalaban namin sa politika, hindi naman totoo. Ako, pagka inihalal ninyo si Jojo Binay, dito nagsimula yata yung nababansagan ako ng class 4. Pag inihalal niyo si Jojo Binay, aalisin na yung conditional cash transfer. Hindi po. Hindi ho ako yung sa mga sinasabing bagong hari, bagong ugali. Yung conditional cash transfer, itutuloy po natin. Katunayan, mas gusto ko pa nga palawakin pa para makatulong ba dun sa healthcare. Kasi kailangan talaga ng tulong yung healthcare na yun.
Mr. Vice President, alam mo, naging napakalaking problema na po ito, hindi na nakakatawa. Parang alarming proportions na po yung problema natin sa traffic. Paano nyo aayusin? At least yung isang na yun na traffic na...
Lahat tayo galit sa traffic, ha?
May helicopter po kayo yata.
Pero maraming hindi nakakaalam dito, ha? 3 beses ako napunta dyan sa Metro Manila Development Authority. The first time was when I was mayor. I was made governor, concurrent to being mayor of Makati. I was the governor of Metro Manila. Napunta ako dyan sa Metro Manila. At that time, it was known as Metro Manila Commission. Later, it became Metro Manila Authority. Now, it's known as Metro Manila Development MMDA Authority. Noong paman, yung halimbawa na sabihin ko sa iyo, yung release ng train. Yung release ng train, kasi tiga Makati ko eh. Yung release ng train, mga kababayan, hanggang ngayon kailangan magsalubungan. Bakit ba? Noong pa man, sinabi ko na, magdagdag na tayo ng isang release ng train. Para hindi na kailangan magsalubungan. Bali ba naman, yung isang railroad track, Vicky, is equivalent to 4 road lanes. 4 road lanes. Wala eh. Yun eh. Ang hirap ka talaga dito, yung problema ng implementation at saka monitoring. Pero babalik tayo dun sa madaling answer to dun sa problema ng traffic. Noong paman, issue niyan. Ang sabi lagi dyan, the 3 years in trying to solve traffic problem. First is enforcement, education. Pagdudugtungin ko ng enforcement and education, lagi ko, pasensya na dun sa nakakaalam to, paliwanag ko lagi, dito sisilip-silip pa yan. Uy, walang pulis, o di do not enter, papasok. One way. Uy, sasalubong. Pagka sinisita, nagagalit pa. And I usually I take this as a situation. I was a guest speaker as a Rotary meeting. Sabi mo sa Rotary meeting, patapos mo ng speech, merong question and answer. Meron tumayo doon, Mayo! Bakit pa yung mga enforcer mo nagtatago? Ay, nako, sabi ko kasi, ito sa Mandarin nun. Ay, nako, palagay ko, ikaw isa sa mga nahuli dyan sa kanto ng Ayala at saka Bendia. Nakalagay doon, no left turn. Kung hindi ka ba nag-left, hindi nalalapas yung nagtatago. Yung education, kung maaari nga, bata pa, tinuturuan eh. Biro mo, nakasakay yung bata. Red light na, dumidiretso pa yung tatay mo. Biro mo naman yung kung anong klaseng education yun. And then finally, engineering. Yan ang importante talaga. Yan ang kulang na kulang tayo. Tuturo ko ulit, C5. Marami siguro sa inyo umatil ng C5. Yung C5, wala pa 20 years yun. Pero kita mo, punong-puno na. Kasi ang gobyerno natin is basically reactionary. Hindi tayo anticipatory. Kung walang problema, okay lang. May dagdag pa dyan. Ang gobyerno natin galit sa mga innovations. Basically, napaka-conservative natin. Kayo, doon sa EDSA, daanan nyo lang, makikita ninyo yung may nakaabang na doon, MRT yun. Alam na nila na milyon-milyon ang sumasakay dyan. Binitin pa yung trabaho eh. Ngayon, kailangan mag-traffic na. So, nagmamadali naman ng pag-react. So, yun ang problema natin. Bali ba, ang traffic, ang lagi ninyo sinasabi, traffic sa baba. May traffic din sa... Ako nakaranas ako, 45 minutes, 1 hour, ikot-kiikot yung aeroplano ko. Bakit naman? Ayaw pang gamitin, halimbawa, doon sa Clark. Marami tayong mga engineering projects that must be done. Lalo na traffic, PPP, maraming project yan sa traffic. Ang sama kasi ng image ng PPP. Kasi PPP, ang tawag nga dyan, PowerPoint projection. Walang nangyayari. So, yun. Kulang lang talaga. Isa pa, kulang ang gobyerno, the national government by itself. Kulang ng monitoring and supervision.
Well, Mr. VP, alam naman po natin na maraming kulang kung kulang ang pag-uusapan, no? Pero siguro ang nais naming marinig sa inyo ay kung papaano nyo hong pupunan ang mga kakulangan yan at mahaba pa naman ang ating programa. In the meantime, wag po kayong aalis. Marami pa po tayong pag-uusapan dito sa Go Negosyo Talks Meet the Presidential Series sa aming pagbabalik.